Hello, my fellow Wasteland survivors. Welcome once again to the B-Movie Bunker. Today, we're looking at a fantasy film from 1983, brought to us by James Sabaro, something like that. Deathstalker. Deathstalker, first in the Deathstalker series. We have the story of the hero, Deathstalker, played by a very bored-looking Rick Hill almost the entire movie. Never has a hero looked more bored with everything that's happening in the film than Rick Hill. He plays the hero Deathstalker. He must defeat the evil wizard Munkar, whose tattoos move around his face depending on which scene it is, because apparently they had no one in charge of continuity for this film. But in order to defeat Munkar, he must obtain the 3 items of creation, a chalice, a sword, and an amulet, and put them together and become all powerful and defeat Munkar. Okay. It's a 1983 fantasy piece. It's cheesy as all hell. There's lots of sex. It borders on softcore porn. Fairly violent. You get a couple cool kill scenes because Munkar he's having this giant tournament of all these warriors, because of course that will lure Deathstalker out so he can kill Deathstalker before Deathstalker can kill him. But he never actually really does anything to really try to kill Deathstalker. Why don't you just kill him as opposed to do all these? Just have 20 of your guys go kill him, as opposed to, I'm going to turn one of my gods into Barbie Benton because that's the princess, and she'll go seduce him and then kill him. You know, aside from the fact that he'll just try to rape her, because that's what Deathstalker does. He tries to rape women all the time. Yep, he's the hero. He's the hero. But it's okay, because once he starts raping them, they start liking it. So it's okay to force yourself on a woman if she ends up liking it in the end. 1983, folks. 1983. Haha. I mean, as I said, there were some cool kill scenes, but for the most part, this is fantasy sexploitation, and okay, you have a point A and a point B, and the hero does traverse from point A, which is he gets the quest, and he goes to the completion of the quest. Oh, I ruined it. He defeats Munkar. But, you know, the end, you don't know what he does with the 3 items. He's got the sword and the chalice. What does he do? You'll have to watch to find out. Yeah, 1 to 10. This really is just, it's a teenager's, or not even teenager, a D&D player's masturbatory fantasy. And of course, I'm referring to a teen boy, or possibly a lesbian girl. I don't want to judge on what you find sexy, but I think, for the most part, this is a preteen or teen boy's D&D masturbatory fantasy where you're the big, mighty hero, you can sleep with any woman you want, you'll defeat the bad guy, end of story. Should you watch this film? Well, no, I don't think so. I think it's one that it's dated, it's too dated, and it's just, I don't think it's a good movie. I mean, it's one that I liked as a kid, when I didn't know better and I didn't pick up on all the stuff that was going on. I didn't know about rape, and I didn't know about I didn't know about good movies at all either. But just so much of the story is just, it's not that good. There's much better, I think, fantasy schlock out there. Even some of the other Deathstalker movies are better than the first one. And the ending it's very abrupt. But somehow they got Barbie Benton, who, if you know who that is, you're not as old as I am. Play D&D instead. Play D&D instead. That can be more fun than this. Play a board game. Go take a walk. Take a nap. Look at the wall. Something else other than watching this, because it doesn't hold up. And the music, oh my god, the music makes no sense. It goes from like synthesizers and keyboards to like you've got like, Mexican Arriba music in scenes. I don't understand what's going on. Who thought? Or did they just... What songs can we get the rights to? I got 7 here. We'll just use them and we'll throw them in any random order. Oh, I'm sure I will get some feedback, or not feedback, some backlash on this one because I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't. I need more than just titties for a good movie for me to enjoy it. I'm sorry. I'm not 13 anymore. When I was 13, I was like, boobies, because I was 13. I had more hormones than I had brains, but you know what? I can see boobies in so many places now. They're like everywhere, where it's not like a fascinating thing for me anymore. Boobies don't fascinate me the way they did when I had ever actually seen a boobie. So, I'm digressing into weird, strange territories about my sexual history. We're not going to go down that road because no one wants to know about that. Not even me. That's all I have for this one. Till next time, why don't you all stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks. If I talk slower, I make still as much sense as I don't make when faster talk I do. Yep.